EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Smith going to look to throw right away. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Look at this Baltimore defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Darrell Taylor in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Tucker's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. Well, they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards, and the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. Throwing is Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Douglas. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The Ravens at 2-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a throw here to his right foot, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You can talk all about football being a game of strength and ball. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to them back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Play action. It's Jackson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of 30. 17 more yards and 17 on the previous snap as well. Again, Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. He might be being set up here for a busy ball game. Already 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points. But what they really want is to find a way for them to kick extra points instead of field goals.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can happen.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got it with the 15. And touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 63 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's out of bounds. He'll take this right to the 35. First touchdown for OBJ, and that'll go for a 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And more on that one, and another 1st down.
Nice example there. Doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Andrews going to the Ravens first down as he'll take this down at the 44-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Yet again, targeting and firing Mike Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Touchdown! Zay Flowers, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have come back to make it a 2-point game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward.
He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Tariq Woolen, one man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. The extra point now coming from Myers. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the offense. Tyler Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
fake, and it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Smith now to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. After the interception, here's Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do.
He's got him in. Complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant close of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Jackson on first down. That's caught. It's Flowers. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now Lamar changing the play. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. I'm looking down from our booth. You can tell this crowd wants them to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, Not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to roar at the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. We'll see. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. From the end zone, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Now 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker with the extra point. And he'll cut the lead down to 15. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rowland will return it from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And Gino, meanwhile, tossing complete there to Smith and Jigba. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Smith. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Walker now on first and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gino. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Gino now to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's going right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They're on the 34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks him. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Marcus Williams from his safety spot making a nice play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson now. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Darrell Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And they're their struggles continue here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And going right back to Walker. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.